You're super busy. You've probably got a full-time job. It's almost impossible. And yet, when I started, I had the same situation. And this is exactly what I did to create content in a simple manner that allowed me to move forward and to make it happen. Now, first off, the thing I want to share is that I've published a bunch of videos. In fact, right now I'm daily, and most of the videos that I create, I do so in easily under 2 hours. In fact, I would say many of the videos I'm publishing, it takes me only maybe 90 minutes. If you're getting started, it's going to take you a little bit more time to get up to speed, to understand, but I promise if you've got 5 hours a week, you can make this happen. And I really want to break down, I've got a bunch of topics I want to talk about, like what to do, what not to do, where to spend your time because the things are most important. And almost all of this is brand new information. Even if you're already publishing, but your videos take you forever, this is for you, my friend, who left a comment just today. Oh, and if you're new to the channel, my name is Brian. It's all about YouTube. Let's do this thing. The first thing to do is to begin with really simple formats. You have to let go of any ideas or wants or needs of publishing and creating detailed videos that take hours and hours to create. If that's you, one of the things to think about is how else can you be making videos to really add value in the same niche that you're in. If you're making breakdowns and you're doing crafts and whatnot, then a long detailed video is the thing you love and that's the thing that's working. Keep doing that. But this is what's worked for me because I'll spend hours and hours. I'm thinking of one video where I went on a road trip across Texas, New Mexico, Oklahoma, and Kansas, and I had hundreds of hours of footage, and I made a video and it didn't do as well. And that's just how the dice rolls. Instead of that, I take some time away from those videos and I make simple videos just like this one. They're talking head videos. Now, what if you don't want to make talking head videos? That's fine, but you want to think about how am I going to guide the viewer through and really cover one specific topic and so on. For example, if you're making videos that are craft focused, you're doing crafts and whatnot, you're painting, one video might typically take you, 15 hours, but I bet you could talk about your three favorite paints rather, right? And doing that, you're really breaking down something that is simple, easy to understand, and furthermore, you can target a keyword phrase based on the best paints for watercolors or acrylic paints and so on. And furthermore, again, you can just create something simple and easy, and you can get more videos out there. And really, when you're stuck or you desperately want to do YouTube, but you're busy, this is exactly the way to do it. The first thing I want to recommend, make this the bonus, okay? Don't say, what do you do? But I make videos like this. Because I think when you do that, sadly, you're blocking yourself mentally from really identifying the way that you can make videos, the way you can simply craft videos in just a few hours. If that's what you love, keep doing that. But instead say, I'm gonna figure it out. Or this is a great idea, and I wonder what would be some additional formats that I could create videos on in a very simple method, a simple way, and so on. Number 2 is to batch videos together. Now, this is something that's really powerful. In fact, today I'll film right now maybe 2 videos, maybe 3. These take me a bit longer. I've already filmed and edited, so maybe I'll do 2, but I'm doubling the production and I'm saving a lot of time with coming downstairs, getting things dialed in, turning on the lights, making sure the furnace is off. All these things are little, but once I'm in the flow, it's really easy to batch and publish several videos quickly. Item number 3 is to choose topics with very minimal research. You do not want to spend time with research. You do want to pay attention to your niche in your time off, when you're relaxing and you're not working, but maybe you're kind of paying attention to YouTube. If you're doing that, awesome. And just ask yourself, what are other channels doing in my niche that I could also do that would make it simple and easy for me to move forward? Item number 4 is to film early in the morning or late at night. This is fantastic because the house is usually quieter. Like for me personally, I usually come down in the morning and the first thing I do is I want to film because I want to be at my best. I want to have a good amount of energy and so on. And so I'll film in the morning. Later, if I still want to work, I might edit for an hour to get that video done, or maybe 2 videos done. And it is very, very doable when you start stacking these things on top of each other. Item number 5 is to create a template system for your titles and your thumbnails. I always use a screen capture from the video for my YouTube thumbnail. Then I always add between 1 or 2 and as much as 4 words to the thumbnail. That's it. But I also do test and compare, and I leverage the power of AI to help make sure I've got my titles and my thumbnails dialed in. And doing this makes sure I'm boosting my watch time by increasing the amount of viewers clicking on my videos. I've got a video I'll link you to. This is the video on the screen now, and it really goes through how to do that. Super powerful. Item number 6 is to spend very little time, if no time at all, on your YouTube description. I spend about 1 minute. I voice dictate a few sentences what the video is about, and I'm done. Because the amount of weight a description carries with the algorithm is next to none. And item number 7 is to leverage the power of upload defaults, and this is for your description and it can be for your video title. Now what you want to add is information that you want on every video to your upload defaults. This could be a link to a website, social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, and so on. Then when you're done, you never have to worry about adding those links to every single video. And item number 8 is to ignore hashtags as well as YouTube tags. If you think there's a benefit to adding them, great, add them. But again, this is something I'd really strive to just be done with it very quickly because I don't think it carries much weight at all in the YouTube algorithm for the video you're uploading. Save that time and simplify. Number 9, don't worry about perfectionism, branding, trying to stay with consistent colors, especially when you're getting started. Again, you want to simplify everything, making it easier for you to create thumbnails and so on that stand out and win the click. If you're always sticking to a palette and colors, then you're kind of trapped in that box, and you might find a different color palette does better. Or you can create something striking for your current viewers because the color palette changed. Number 10 is to limit your video editing to no more than 1 hour per video, no matter what. Of course, unless you're making a banger of a video, which I like to do maybe every 20 videos. I'll spend more time. But generally speaking, no more than 1 hour. Be done with it. But why am I using, Multicam? One of the great things about this system is it takes away so much wasted time, and then you can spend more time on something like Multicam, where I get a real close-up shot. I've got some beautiful bokeh in the background. That makes me happy. And it's really not deterring from the viewer's experience. I'd rather spend a little bit more time, so maybe I spend 10 more minutes because I'm doing multicam, but it's still really simple, easy, and fast. And over time, what's so powerful about this system is you can decide what you want to add to your videos once you get up to speed and you're really comfortable. Your workflow is dialed in. Next up is to reallocate the time you're spending on videos if you're spending any more than, say, 10 hours on one specific video. if you want to grow. For example, the creator that clicked on my video about getting more views and leveraging the power of AI, that was all about getting views. And if that's what you want, then reallocate all the time you're spending to making a second video as mentioned. Super powerful. Next up is to use free tools, AI tools, to help ensure you're nailing your titles and your thumbnails. In fact, the video I just spoke about the gentleman that left the comments saying, what do you do if you spend all this time? I really recommend that you watch that video. I'm going to create a playlist. I'm going to hand you off to that playlist right now. In fact, it's on the screen. Click into that playlist. It'll walk you through making these simple videos and how you can leverage the power of AI to make better decisions along the way. And yeah, it's free.